Hi, I'm Katie Couric. Welcome to Eye to Eye. Is there really a way to get everything you want? There's a new bestseller out that claims you can just by wanting it bad enough. The Reverend Michael Beckwith let CBS's Bill Whitaker in on the secrets behind the secret.
What is it? Is the secret the law of attraction?
The law of attraction, in this particular DV, that's where it starts out. Basically, it's a law of attraction.
And what is that?
It is simply that the thoughts, your chronic thoughts, the thoughts you hold in your awareness, have the tendency to become your experiences. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about becomes your belief. What you believe becomes the perception by which you view life, and your perception basically determines your experience. It's very, very basic. Science would corroborate the fact that your thoughts are units of energy that become experience, that become behavior, that become habit, that become even symptoms in the body. So it's not new, but I think, again, this powerful marketing is allowing people to begin to think about what they can consciously think about rather than just kind of ambling along in life.
So is it the power of positive thinking?
I don't call it the power of positive thinking, because you can be positive that you're broke, but I call it affirmative thinking. So it's life on the affirmative. So you're placing your attention on love, on harmony, on service, on power, on joy, which we teach are really the natural states of your being. And as you keep bringing your attention there, then the world, the universe kind of shapes itself around where your attention is.
So is it that you can actually move the universe, move objects, move?
Well, I wouldn't talk about the fact moving objects or things of that particular nature, but you can begin to shape your own destiny by the attitude that you keep. The scientists have a wonderful language in which they call it the observer effect, that you basically, in any experiment, you absolutely change the experiment just by observing it. You change it on a subatomic level. So as individuals begin to look at the world, look at their life, but with an intention of having more happiness, with an intention of seeing more beauty, with an intention of looking for more beauty or more opportunities, they'll have a tendency to find what they're looking for.
So if you're walking around gloomy and morose, you'll
see a lack of opportunity, and you'll have a tendency to keep radiating that into your experience. But as you begin to change your outlook, which we all have the capacity to do so, some it may be more difficult than others, then you'll have an opportunity to see more opportunities for you to express yourself.
It can seem that if you're poor and you're sick, it's your doing.
Well, one thing we teach here is we never blame a person for their experience, but we do encourage everyone to take responsibility for their life. So blame and responsibility are not synonymous. So an individual might be in a situation where, as you're describing, they may be poor, they may be sick, they may be unemployed, there may be any manner of circumstance they may be participating in, and we wouldn't say you're to blame for that. But we will say you can now take responsibility for your life and begin to walk in the direction of progress. In other words, you can release blaming everyone else, begin to put your attention on how you can change inside, and then watch life correspond to that inner change. It doesn't do any good to blame. Blame, it's endless. You know, people blame society. They blame all manner of people for their circumstances and situation. The idea is to take responsibility for your life.
In the video, there are people who are looking for wealth, looking for things. The woman who wants the necklace, and
right.
all of a sudden
I remember that example.
It's on her neck.
Right, she visualizes it there.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it that sort of thing?
Not really. Those are the kind of the beginning steps of teaching, you know, and I think that oftentimes people kind of gather around how to get things fast in their life. That's not the real message. The real message is that as you begin to change internally, your life begins to reflect that change. And that it does include prosperity, it does include health, it does include right relations, it does include ideal employment. It includes using the law to stabilize your structures in life. Health, your mental and emotional health, finances. You stabilize the structures so that ultimately you can be a beneficial presence on the planet. Now the way it shows on the video, since it's a beginning video, there's a lot of emphasis around what you can get, what you can attract to yourself.
It sort of sounds like the universe is your own personal ATM.
Right, you know. And I think that's
not the message?
I think that's not the entire message. That's the beginning stage message, that you can open yourself up and have greater possibilities come into your life. But this teaching is not really about materialism, nor is it about consumerism. It's really about growing spiritually, with an understanding that there are laws in the universe that if you practice them, they'll respond to you. Just like electricity. It's like gravity.